Greetings, my fellow guardians of the galleries. I'm William Young, correctional officer, author, and advocate for the correctional profession. And today's topic is transition, or the time between your professional life and your personal life, between work and home. I'm in no way suggesting or alluding to the correctional commandment, thou shalt leaveth thy work at work and thy hometh at home. Because that motto, that advice is doo-doo, malarkey, and malignant. That may be the subject of next week's video. No, what I mean is that there should be a period of time or an intentional activity that helps you separate your two worlds. The idea is not to block out or pretend that either environment doesn't exist, but to help you transition mentally, emotionally from one to the other. Like deep sea diving. See, divers have to surface slowly so they don't get sick, because as they ascend to the surface, the pressure around them decreases. And if they ascend too quickly, the oxygen and the nitrogen that they've been breathing won't have time to clear out, and they'll get sick. Hopefully I don't lose you in my analogy because I feel like it's fitting. Correctional officers, much like the deep sea divers, are surrounded by pressure, stress, dangerous conditions. And when we ascend, when we come up from the depths to head home, we need time to decompress so we don't get sick. And by sick, I mean by getting angry or anxious. You know those things that we actually feel when we say that we're tired? By having a transition period or a decompression period, we allow ourselves time to unwind. So what does that look like? Well, that looks a little different for everyone. I would say that the most common strategy that I see, and I'm sure a lot of you are doing this already, but it's part of your routine and you don't realize something simple as just changing your uniform. Wearing your street clothes in and out of the facility helps draw a definite line in the sand, if you will. Changing out of your uniform into your street clothes helps your mind say, okay, I'm done. I made it. Now it's time to go home. And that's an awesome way to separate the two. Again, I'm not suggesting that changing your clothes will wash away everything that you saw and heard that day, but it's a start, and it helps. Well, for me, it helps. Having that time, a period where nobody is talking to me or demanding anything of me, no one is trying to lie or murder me, it helps. And it doesn't have to be a big thing. I use my 25-minute commute. But here's what I had to do. My wife, my beautiful, terrific, angelic saint of a wife, used to call me minutes after my shift ended. And she had a lot to say. She was excited to share. And since we don't have a lot of time between my mandatory overtimes to connect, she would call to catch up. But for me, it wasn't good. See, just minutes after leaving my housing unit, the screaming and the kicking and the banging, the constant questions and the cameras, the arguments, the anxiety, the anticipation of something bad about to take place, the pressure, like the diver, the pressure was closing in on me. And then I'm out, free, ascending from the depths of the sea. But before I could breathe, ring, ring, ring. So I had to communicate. I had to say, hey, let me call you. I'll call you. I want to call you. I do want to talk to you. But some days, sometimes I just need a minute, and it works. Some days, most days, I call home right away. But some days, like a couple of days last week, I took a little time to breathe, to settle my mind before leaving the parking lot, before picking up the phone. So what strategies do you use? Let me know in the comments. Some officers hit the gym, work out, go for a run, a walk, stay after shift and talk. It sounds simple, but it's not. For starters, a lot of us don't feel like we need that time because the environment hasn't caught up with us yet. And we're super tough guys and gals that don't need to slow down, to decompress. And we aren't recognizing the stress. But it's there. It's closing in on us. Like pressure. Like the water on the diver. And we need to take certain precautions to ensure our safety and our sanity to help us prolong our career in corrections. Guys, if you found value in this video, let me know in the comments below. And before you go, before you fall too far down in the YouTube rabbit hole, like and share this video. And make sure to subscribe to Guardian RFID for more premium correctional content like this. All right, guys, that's all I got. Until next time, be smart, stay safe, stay sane, and we'll talk soon.